Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus. We're here for the final round of the People's Cannon. Alright, so let's take a look here. This hand doesn't do anything, we have to mulligan. We're up against 1 plus 1 equals 3. I think this is about as much as we can reasonably hope for, so we'll keep this, put one of these in the bottom. Bloodstained Mire, that's not a good sign. That means we're probably getting Thought Seized. I mean, it could be Burn. Maybe it's just... Maybe they're gonna... No, we're getting Thought Seized. Fuck! No! No, goodbye, Belcher. Yeah, no, they're... I think here you probably have to take this. And just hope I don't find another one. Ah, why? Why? It's okay. I mean, it's fine. We still have lands to play, and, you know, if we find another one, we're going to be able to cast it, so. We do have this recovery, so, like, one potential line is that we might just, like, cast Balagid Recovery on this Charbelcher. Is this a Mardu deck? So maybe it's, like, Stoneblade. Interesting. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so we can Chalice on 1 to turn off more Thought Seizes. I really don't want you Thought Seizing me again. What are you going to do with 1 black mana? You're not going to do anything. So now next turn I can actually shock myself, or I can bolt myself again to cast this recovery to get this back, so then turn 4 I can play it, and turn 5 I can activate it. It's not the prettiest line, but it should work. The only thing that we risk running into is like Kolaghan's Command. So hopefully if they don't have like a good clock, then this might be a good enough plan. Alright, well they don't have another land, so that's probably good. Yes. It's kind of nice that we actually get to play lands in this deck that actually do something for the deck. Like, even as, like, you know, it's necessary to play these sort of things just in order to make Belcher work, but I like that, you know, even the red lands and even some of the green lands here actually have relevant text on them other than just their lands. So we are at 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not quite there yet. I could actually just do this next turn, right? If I do this next turn, I don't run into any problems. I have enough rituals to do so, so... Yeah, there's no reason to run Belcher out here into, like, a potential command. We're sitting pretty behind this Chalice right now, and if they're planning to, like, abrade it or something... I mean, I imagine they probably would have abraded this, but the Belcher is just going to kill them next turn. We're going to play 3 rituals and Belcher them out. So what the fuck are you doing? Are you playing like Stoneforge Mystic in this deck, or like what? I imagine stuff like Seasoned Pyromancer, maybe Blood Moon. Blood Moon's probably not good against me though. So there's Pyromancer, so they're gonna show us something. Lingering Souls and Lightning Bolt. Okay, well you're dead. And I think you know that you're dead because I didn't cast the Belcher. And you know that I could have. Alright, well, we got them in game 1. And that was through a Thought Seize, so that was important. Okay, so all their interaction is black. don't really want to have to hold this. This is only really for the control decks. I think we prefer a Leyline against these decks. They could have Leyline themselves, so that's worth considering. And I'm assuming that they probably have Blood Moon in their deck, so I don't think I need the Moon here. Now, the Chalice might be fine just because it turns off, like, Thoughtseize. I'm just trying to consider what... Maybe I take out, like, one of these and bring in, like, a Wilt just for safety. It's possible they might play something like Leyline to protect themselves against Belcher. Alright, well, I kind of want one more of the... I don't know if this is going to matter or not. I'm going to just play one, alright, and we'll see how this goes. They know I have Blood Moon in here, so... I imagine if they see that I'm a Blood Moon deck, they probably side out Blood Moon themselves. They might have like Magus of the Moon, which is they can keep that in, but it doesn't really affect us that much. All right, let's do this. Well, I don't actually feel too good about this. They mulled to 6. We only have one. We're on the draw here. I mean, it's not the worst hand, but I think I want to mulligan. This, I think, is a little bit better. We're going to put the Reforge in the bottom. Yeah, and we're only one land away from just, like, casting a Belcher, so... This is a very explosive hand where at some point we threaten to just, like, just cast, like, a ton of rituals plus Belcher and kill them. The best thing that they could possibly do is Thoughtseize away or land. So once we get to 2 mana... they're dead. Like, that's how this works. So this is a turn 2 kill if they don't do anything. I expect them to do something. They better do something. Yeah, like, they're going to Thoughtseize. So I think the correct thing to take is actually Shatterskull, because taking a Belcher... Why? Why would you do that? Doesn't affect me in any way. I could actually just kill you here if I had drawn, like, Simian Spirit Guide. But, okay, you are dead next turn, so you better, like, have another Thoughtseize, because you just risked dying for no reason. Or, I don't know, maybe they'll have, like, Surgical Extraction or something. Okay, they have 2 Thoughtseize, but we could have just killed them there. Like, and if we draw another Belcher, they do still die. Oh, okay, so here they were on triple discard spells. Alright, like that, I guess fine, that's reasonable. I don't know, like there was a really reasonable risk that they were just dead. No. But, okay, so now Recross the Paths is still online. Like if we draw Recross, we're still winning. So, how many more discard spells do you have? Okay, Silver Smoke Ghoul. Why? I guess I just pass here, right? There's not really any reason to do anything. Why didn't it ask me if I wanted to block that time? Alright, opponent. Well, I know you tried so hard. You really did. But, right, okay, so this will be 3, 4, 7. Yeah, they're dead. So hard you try, and here you go. Into the abyss. Should do it. Come on. Alright, they're dead. Negative 41, not bad. There we go. We went 4-1 with Belcher. So, yeah, even through the hate. So, you know, we played through, like, Thoughtseize, and that was surprisingly... They had 3 discard spells that game, and we still killed them because we just drew another Belcher. But actually, at that point, Recross the Paths was also lethal if, like, we drew that. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it was... The only thing we lost to was Karn the Great Creator. And we were still close. We almost got there, so... Didn't find the ley lines any point at which we needed them, which, whatever, that's fine. We did go for the collected company kill one time, so, I mean, we got to see how it works. I don't know, the Turbo Belcher is pretty fun. I love this deck. And I think this is the most success that we've had with this deck on this channel to date, because this is definitely the most powerful version of it. I'm not sure about how I feel about Chalice of the Void in the main deck here, but it seems like it's good enough, right? We did play it at least one time where it turned off future discard spells and let us build up a hand, so... I have to imagine Belcher Prison is fine. You know, playing the Blood Moons and the Chalice, like... It gives you extra things to do, so like if you keep a hand that just has a bunch of rituals in turn 1, like, okay, you might be on 5 or 6 cards, but... You'll have time to find cards to actually kill them, and I think we saw that when we Blood Mooned the Niv Mizzet. Alright, well, was it? I don't think they actually showed us Niv Mizzet. They showed us Urion. Yeah, it was the Omnath, right? Yeah, so we Blood Mooned them, and, like, yeah, it just was crushing. Or was that the Spirits player? I don't even remember. I just know it was like at least a 3 or 4 color deck. Blood Moon's good. Alright, play Blood Moon. I'm not so sure about Chalice, but it's probably fine. I imagine it'll get you some free wins against certain decks, and like against the decks that like these two things are not good against, you probably just have to race them. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is good. I enjoyed playing this. 4-1's fine. I'm totally happy with that. I hope everybody has enjoyed, you know, doing something different. You need to expand your horizons a little bit, and every now and then play something that, you know, you don't normally play. You'll get to see a different perspective on things. Like, everything else, yeah, like I said, everything else is going, and they're doing all kinds of stupid, unfair shit, so we should too. Like, just like, sometimes, you know, I imagine this is probably a deck that is sort of, it's not really close to where Merfolk is on the same, like, you know, when Merfolk is good, this deck maybe is not as good. But when, like, this deck is... Or, you know, when Merfolk's not good, this deck is probably better. I imagine that it exists somewhere in that axis, in that direction. And you should have at least one other deck like that. So, I mean, it was kind of my responsibility to play this at least once. And I imagine we'll do this again in the future. Like, I did not spend $200 buying this fucking cards just to play them for one league. So we'll definitely see them in the future. These mythic lands are not cheap. They're like, what, $10, $20 a piece or something like that. It's stupid. But you need to have them, and if you want to play these decks, so... The rest of these cards are mostly things I've had from the previous version of this deck, which most of them are not too expensive, or they're stuff I had for Merfolk, like Chalice of the Void. So... yeah, that's all I got for this. I hope everybody enjoyed this, and I will definitely, like I said, I'll be doing this again. I don't know what we're going to play following this, but I don't know, we'll keep it interesting, so take it easy, everybody. I will hopefully get to see all your nice thumbs up and comments, and I'll read through them, and I'll see you again next time.